Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories. On this episode, we look at lawyer Bertram Stapleton. You see, anytime a youth hungry and a youth get on contract for fly out and head back, he might go carry out the mission. Him not even care which part of the class you come from. You could have be from all the upper class. Them youth in a rampant skin teeth. A big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. This is not a makeup thing, this is the truth. Picture yourself as a youngster in the early times, living in places like Sh0t. In them time, they puff run thing. Yes, man, puff a sell off the man, them are flying from Barbados, take boat, anything them can for come in, all from Lucian, Grenada, to buy the sweet puff. And if I'm lying, why in Beanie Man new song that he said he respected Vincentian because they have good quality puff. But if you got caught in places like Barbados and St. Lucia with illegal puff, swai, you would have gotten a couple of belts first before they remanded you into custody. And long time ago, you was remanded for all 5 to 6 years. Yes, man, you are running out people them place with puff, and you hear say puff illegal. The man a put you under pressure. So first you are placed on remand. Then, if you are found guilty, you are given a larger sentence. Sometime a man might say, boy, you better did send a man a dove cat. You might have a lesser sentence. Because in them country, them man a ramp with illegal puff. You see, there were some youths like Stapleton who saw what was going on in the puff trade. So he didn't really want to get involved in that. So Stapleton decides, you know what, me a migrate to a foreign country go look at work. Anyone may get me gone. The opportunity came and Stapleton migrated to Antigua. I personally don't know if Vincentians work hard when they go to Antigua, but the reviews that we have been getting over the years so far have been great. So a lot of young males and females have gone on to join the Antigua police force and some security teams over there. Stapleton was one of those lucky men. They even said that when Stapleton was chaining, his boots was shine like velvet. Anytime the thing came on, they would say left, right, government boots. Stapleton was always out front. When the man them say, who wake up, them say Stapleton, yes sir. It is alleged that Stapleton often slept in his uniform. Because when the boss man come in and say Stapleton ready for a mission, Stapleton didn't have to dress again because he was already dressed. Many of his colleagues told him that he was supposed to be a lawyer, the way how he was intelligent. You see, in them foreign country, people motivate you and uplift you. There is an old saying in St Vincent that says that some man carry some yard mentality. If you depend on security team and you tell them boy, say, you are going to study law, the boy might vex you and discourage you and tell you, say, where you going to study law go? You know, don't make a little money for feed your family. Him not care because him tell himself, say, him not might have the brain like what you have, so him go discourage you. But in some foreign countries, man, uplift you, man. In St. Vincent too, you know, you have those that uplift you, but it have those that discourage you as well. As a young female, start to sell in our tree, in our market as tal. Everybody might come support you. They might say, yes, me like how we get a hustle. She a go and do our things, so we are support her. And make her money now and establish yourself and start a shop. And buy a vehicle and go around and sell things. You go hear how much them a say she a play with she not be. What some people don't understand. Life is about elevating one's self. The girl not show herself for nobody. She make only come money, so she must upgrade. And she go upgrade and open a shop and employ somebody else. We expect her for do. Step on the same level forever. Selling at the same market style. No, sir. Somebody else go get this style and advance when them can somewhere or the other afterwards. And 90% of the tradesmen in St. Vincent started out as laborers. And even though they didn't start out as laborers, they had to go and do some kind of training because they wasn't born with the trade. You see, Stapleton is one of those Vincentians who believed in progress, and he took the advice of his colleagues and he migrated to England where he studied law. And Stapleton studied and he studied and he studied and he passed the examinations and he came home. I remember as a young lawyer, you don't study so hard in England, paid out a lot of money. So now you came with an intention that, yeah, boy, me I go try do my best. But not only that, me have to make some money too. There was a case that I was studying a long time ago involving a bad man from downtown. And the man was caught with an illegal popo on him. But instead the lawyer tell the man say, I have plead guilty so him can get a lesser sentence so him would not waste the court's time. You know the lawyer get the thing a spin it wrong. Make the man get a big sentence. When you could have just say, look boy, just plead guilty one time. Them catch you with the popo. And then after the client pleads guilty, you start to work on the mitigating factors. You start to tell the judge that my client putting an early guilty plea, so something should come off. Plus, a social inquiry can be done to see if it's his first offense or not. But you get the man a spin the man. I tell the man for pleading not guilty because you want the money. Not Stapleton did it. I'm just drawing a reference to a case that I was studying. And it was not the only one. There has been many like this one where a lawyer could have said, boy, in a waste your money and just pay me my little lawyer fee when me go represent you. So me can bring forward the mitigating factors and you can plead guilty and get a smaller time. And then for me have a bad lawyer thing, you pay me $10,000-$15,000 and you still get 20 years of prison. That makes sense. Remember, if I'm the client and you are my lawyer, remember you go study law. So you stand a better chance than me. The magistrate are going to listen to you. So it's like, me have confidence in you, they know. And you tell me, say, bring a $10,000. Pa me as a poor man can get $10,000 from for pay lawyer. Now me have to go borrow money all in bank. Next thing, me have to go pay big interest. So me go borrow money now. We could have built a house. We could have started something. And me put my money in your hand because me get confidence in you. And you are telling me, say, me going win. And you know that me not going win none at all. So what you do? You drive up and plan. And you try to trick me to spend my money. So when me lose the case now and me there prison incarcerated, you there drive BMW and Benz. Please do not take my words out of context. I am not saying that every lawyer is doing this, but we have seen some cases where a lawyer could have said, boy, me don't want your money. Just go there and plead guilty because the odds are against you. One morning, Bertram Stapleton was heading up to his office when a mass man running and do so ply from behind. And two of the thing them connect past Stapleton. Me body, them say a bailiff been upstairs and the bailiff take off and the speed, frightened. You know, like when you boot up on thing at night time and I tell yourself you're all kind of bad man. But I kind of bad man you be and you see and shadow at night, you're trim blue. It's alleged that the bailiff saw when the masked man ran into the Pals Avenue area. But the bailiff not run behind the man. The bailiff run go get help for save Stapleton. So them try to take Stapleton to the hospital. But you see in St Vincent, when a man go for one target or one target, nothing nice escape sometimes. The man a hire specialist. And the man like he was a specialist. Because Stapleton could not escape. You know, once people hear the sound of po-po, Vincentians have a tendency of running towards it instead of running away. So people start to gather around the building. So the bailiff was explaining himself to somebody, saying what happened. So one of the men jump up in the crowd and say, make you not run behind the man. The bailiff say, me? Run behind master, man? You must say mother. This remind me of one time when a man pick up a woman right at a gas station right next to hospital. And the man decides say him give a woman a ride for go wrong at Lehal. My body who tell you do that? We are do wrong at Lehal at night. You come from at Lehal. So the man pick up the woman and give she a ride. You know, say the woman did look really good. Them say she didn't want little short pants. So that we catch Mr. Attention. So Mr. Sail wrong and that's peed and him start to chat her off. So the woman say leave me so. When the woman get out I know. By the time Mr. Chai bust the door and come round go hold a reason, man. I hear plot again, but to stick like bead. From the man get the third one, you know. Instant diarrhea one time. The man them take out the man came out of the vehicle and just dash that in a bush. Them send them on the ground like a snake. He might try for avoid two things, the beating and he must search for the keys. Them say from the time Mr. find that kid and out of tongue one time and never touch back foot hardly all again. You see after Stapleton was sent to Dovecat, the police started to conduct the investigations. They searched Stapleton's office. They took his computer and they took all his files. So what they were trying to review? The cases to see which one could have led to Stapleton being sent to Dovecat. And those stories we want to see condolences to the family of both from Stapleton. When Stapleton passed away, he left 3 kids and a young wife. Stapleton was a lawyer, but the man them still go for him. You see Paul's Avenue, Atley Hall, Sion Hill, Black 2000, Sharps, my youth. Them people then a ramp up. So if you know you want them that war, better try settle the beef. You see Atley Hall and Slum man, them man they think different as that. All if you conduct them boy, they take you off a door one time. The man they never responds who they about. If you look back at some previous videos that we did, you would understand how the man them operate. You know, see them man wet up a man like Green did them right in a Tokyo. We part a tongue full and man still escape. What that I show you see. Boy, once I saw no man, no sort no man do something, man not talk. Because the man go come for your said way. Check back that episode that I did with Jomo Brody, Top Dog, aka Baku. And I checked the levels when he was walking with the lady. And the lady was sent to Dovecat. And he gave a testimony in court. The testimony wasn't considered snitching. It was that. Him not like say when man send a man a Dovecat. That was the thing. And just to prove that, he himself was acquitted of sending a man to Dovecat. So what that I show you, see? Him could have sell out himself. But you how the thing happen with the girl, the man decides say no, sir. Me not like this thing here. As Barrington Levy once said, we are asking all the rude boys to put the purpose down because this thing will never stop unless we do something urgently about it.